Swadee Krab, and welcome to another episode here for the Funky Pod, Mindful Media and Communication. And yeah, I'm not saying with anything cheerful now because you see we're talking about the wildfires in California, LA in particular, because that's what we, people that are not in California, are seeing, people that are not in the US are seeing. And that's already leads me to my issue. Like, the media's obsession about the wildfires in regards to celebrities is failing us, you, them, everybody. I just talked to it's a typical anecdotal evidence, right? So it's not academic. But I talked to several friends from different countries here, some from Europe, some from Asia. I know the continents. I don't want to name all the countries now, because we're a very diverse group here. But the consensus is very similar to, like, I'm very sorry, but it's hard to feel sympathy, to feel lots of sympathy for what's happening with the fires. And it's not that we're bad people. It's just when you see the news, Instagram, you go to BBC, even like on the websites, local newspapers here too, like wherever you look, all you see is just celebrities losing their houses. Mel Gibson lost his house while he's on the Joe Rogan Experience. This guy, this Hollywood actor, that actress, yes, terrible. I'm sure they have insurance, and they're multi-millionaires at least. So it's hard to feel that bad for them. And all they want is just, I know in the end our money anyways. But like, if I would see real people, and of course there are real people that suffer from, of course there are, and it's terrible. But as a journalist, maybe show those. Don't just go for clicks and go for like the most famous celebrity you can find. Maybe focus on the people that really matter. That would be very nice. And so there's this contrast between the tragedy of those wildfires and people actually losing homes and livelihoods, but you're not showing it to us. You're showing us the celebrities. You're so focused on clicks and engagements just by putting whatever celebrity is there onto the front page that you completely forget the people that are really affected by it. And this is framing, right? We know framing theory, and this framing it does alienate audiences, and just like us, and it does diminish what should be broad human impact. Because it's terrible what's happening, and we all would feel terrible, and maybe would even donate more and help more if you wouldn't shove down those celebrities our throats all the time, because they don't need our help. Okay? So if you show me like another high profile celeb losing their mansion, it's like, oh, so what? I'm not giving they money. But if I would see like, hey, there are actual people needing help, maybe I would do something. Right? We know why this is happening, because of course celebrities means clicks, interaction, news, and so on. That's why you do it. Doesn't help anyone though, besides your bottom line. And that's sad for journalists. TMCs and stuff like this does it, understandable. BBC, be better. Like, you're supposed to be like the example for all things journalism. Be better. Okay? If I were to make this like a class thing, I would say, okay, hey, give me 3 theories that are at play here. I think one would be the cultivation theory. So if you show repeated narratives, in this case, celebrity narratives, this will shape public perception. This will shape our perception in a way that, like, okay, all the celebrities, sad, but they recover. They do another movie and then they have their mansion back, right? Show us real people. Cultivation theory, you see real people suffering, you're like, damn, I need to help. Not like, oh, look at them, the mansion's gone, so what? Important. Framing theory. I mean, I don't even want to. Yes, media frame stories, and usually they prioritize like emotional hooks, right? Like, this is so dramatic, over like broader socio-economic realities. And yeah, while it's understandable because it leads to clicks, if you do this just with celebrities, like, oh, look at this disaster now, Hail Berry, and I like Hail Berry. Hail Berry's friend lost her home or whatever. Like, oh, not gonna do anything. Yeah, if you show me real people losing their homes and saying like now they can't work and this means that, and then displaced communities, for example, like, oh, damn, whole community affected. What about the kids? Oh, I want to help. How can I help? Right? So that's framing theory. So you're putting like the celebrity frame on everything, which is the wrong frame to pick from a human perspective. Not the last, but one of the theories then, and the last I'm going to mention, is one we talked about before too, fits with anything celebrity all the time, symbolic interactionism. Yeah, because the media has a role in constructing like meaning around, in this case, wealth and tragedy, and when it meets. But this leads to this huge disconnect for like an everyday audience. That's why my friends that I talk to here about it are like, yeah, I know it's happening, but I don't really care that much, to be honest, because there are other tragedies happening around the world right now, more connected with that, more tragic, real people, not just celebrities. So stop shoving down celebrities our throats all the time. I know it's good for clicks. It's not good for sympathy. And ideally, you would want to help people in need. Ideally, and not just look for your own clicks. Like, hey, look, I increased the click-through rate by 10% last month. Congratulations. Yeah, so because if you see like what's happening right now, yeah, we don't see working class families suffering, losing their small homes, losing the place where they can work, for example. We don't see first responders working day in, night out, and so on, and struggling, keeping their families together. We don't see the environmental devastation that leads to like broader environmental impacts that it's hard for us to cope, or hard for people living there to cope with. Yeah, we don't discuss societal implications of wildfire destruction, which leads to like housing problems, for example, housing inequality, impending climate change, things like this. All we see is just celebrities. Who cares about the manners and dimensions, right? Make it something that actually matters, because it does. Okay, because it does. So if you have like headlines that go celebrity mansion versus displaced communities, of course the mansion gets more clicks, but I mean, that's not what you should be aiming for. You should be aiming for like actually making impact, especially as an actual journalist. So the imbalance that's there between like those mansion posts and actual like helping is just ridiculous, and it's just incredibly annoying, and that ends up skewing public's understanding of disaster, I think, of the impact of the disaster. That's just something that is, of course, not a good thing. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up here at 10 minutes because I'm mad at all those supposedly actual journalistic outlets for not doing their job, and it's just very frustrating. In theory, as a journalist, you learn that your job is a very ethical job, that you have ethical responsibilities within the media, and disaster reporting should balance human interest stories with equitable coverage. Of course, you need to make some money, of course, understandable, but not just be one-sided. And so there should be like more responsible reporting that centers on like community resilience, maybe even, and systemic issues, rather than just clickbait. Because I mean, it happens every year, and this time it hits the celebrities more than ever. But like, if it happens every year, there must be systemic issues in play, but no one's talking about it. And so the media narratives shape empathy and action in times of crisis. So, and it's so simple. So why not be more human as a media outlet and help the people in need? And so disasters like wildfires and so on have to be reported on differently, not just looking for the clicks. And collective humanity should be emphasized on over just individual fame, because it's just what matters more. And that's why journalism is dying, because all we care about is just clicks, short-term gain, And that is very sad. Be better. I was about to say BBC, but like all the outlets should be better. Listen to cliches. Listen to your heart. Do something right, especially in times of disasters. That's it. Do I overreact? Let me know on the Spotify comments or at FunkyPod on social media. Until then, stay safe, take care, help if you can. We'll talk soon. Sorry.